Hey friends, welcome to the channel. Bob here, and this is just a little update video really. Just to give you, I've got a couple of things to talk about, but just to give you an idea of where I'm going. I've moved over to the North Karana Guards for no other reason over the fact that it's just I'm level 40, so I'm in a hell level, and with hell levels I generally find, and if you're not in a dungeon obviously, I generally find like most levels really, I guess, but I think for hell levels particularly, just to grind it out, I generally find that it's best to be camping a couple of 6.5 minute spawns, or whatever the standard spawn rate is, and just keep cycling them round and just forget about the XP. Essentially, just keep going and going. That's generally the easiest way I find to get through hell levels. I'm kind of considering I might pop over to the Hill Giants just to see how things are there. I've no idea how camped they are on green. I'm assuming probably very camped, even off peak, but it's certainly worth a go. I remember being there once, and it's quite easy to work out where one or two of them spawn, and then trying to kind of cycle around them. They've got a lot more hit points than these guards obviously, so yeah. Maybe just one. But yeah, it's certainly very good plat, so I might give it a little look. Well, I'm not really sure what I'm saving up for it, to be honest. I haven't had any problems leveling so far with my fairly meager magical items that I've got. Yeah, I kind of feel like I'm saving towards Kunark really, to have some money available to maybe do the epic when that goes in, a fungi tunic, I guess, that sort of thing. So yeah, I haven't really felt the need at all for any equipment. So oops, that was stupid. And then I sat down again and got hit for max again. Nice. I didn't need to do that either, but I will do. Yeah, so these are North Karana Guards. These are both level 30, but for some reason Oystin hits for 65 max and Westin hits for 90 max, as you saw there. So yeah, bit of a discrepancy in the damage there. I'm not sure if Oystin needs a bit more training, but yeah, Westin is definitely more of a beast, so just be aware of that. And they're both level 30. I mean, the camp I was at before in West Karana, one of the guards, if you remember, was level 35. And to be honest with you, yeah, I'm sure, I guess he gives more experience, right? But once I got a box of Abu Kar, I didn't really feel the need to stay there. I thought, well, I just felt from a time and a relaxation period of camping, and that grindy thing as well. I do like grinding through hell levels to be quite routine. And the level 35 guard, yeah, just kind of slightly mucked up that routine a bit, which I'm going to do now, because of course you've got guard Frederick here as well. I think he's level 30. Yeah, and I don't always kill him, but if I feel like if I'm feeling a bit randy, if I've got enough mana and stuff, I'll put him into the mix just for a bit more experience, really. I think one of the reasons I don't kill him particularly is because just in case some newbie runs back to the bridge and needs help, but I don't generally find that is too much of an issue. Yeah, I don't think there's anyone here particularly who might need help from a guard. Maybe if you're fighting the Hill Giants here, you might need to run, but you can always zone, I guess. Yeah, so I chuck guard Frederick in now and again just to yeah, mix things up a bit. Got a couple of things to talk about, I think. I think the first thing is just kind of like green in general. Since I've come back, things have been fine, but I think it's different for me, isn't it? Because I've not I don't play on peak, so like playing on green for me is well, I guess, to be honest with you, I think things will probably change At the moment, I'm kind of hunting in low population zones. I'm going to sneeze, just to be a second. Yeah, I'm kind of hunting in low population zones where there isn't really anyone about apart from me. So the camps I'm at are generally free. But I kind of feel that I'm getting close to moving to start camping a Guise of the Deceiver. I was going to go at 40, but now I'm working my way through the hell level. I might work my way through that. I might even get to 44 actually, so I get a new pet. So I'm pretty sure that I'm going to be, you know, fine at the camp. So I'm getting quite close to doing that. So that will kind of, yeah, be interesting to see, give me an idea of how things are, I guess, from those kind of camp point of views. But guards, I think being an evil character and someone who can kill guards, you've got a lot of options in classic. So I think getting to 50 on guards is probably not going to be too much of an issue if that's what I decide to do, or if that's how things turn out. Yeah, but I'll be going from the Guise fairly soon. But I think now I'm in a bit of a roll. I might wait for 44. We'll see how we feel. Yeah, so I don't know how you guys are getting on green, but you know, one of those instances where kind of playing off peak. Yeah, you feel that it's kind of, you know, a slight advantage, I guess. But we'll see how that goes. Moving into some other camps. The other thing I was going to talk about, and I think about this quite a lot, but I'm never sure if it's a good idea or a bad idea, is that it doesn't matter what the game is, you know, any of the MMOs really. It could be something that went across like all of them, but I've for many years now I've kind of considered starting up a guild. You know, if you might have heard me talk about this before. And I guess it would be an unusual guild from an Everquest point of view. I even go so far sometimes to think up some names, and I think one of the ones that I quite liked was the Silent Companions. And I guess it would be kind of fairly different, a different guild from an Everquest point of view, in the sense that I guess it would primarily be for people who watch my videos and like the content. Could be for anyone really, but I guess it would be primarily aimed at people who like the content and I guess have a similar, play the game in a similar way to myself. Now again, that's not, you know, that's not a rule. Anyone could join it really, but yeah, I've always thought it'd be quite nice to have a guild for people where maybe you don't normally guild. Maybe you're a solo player. You don't normally get involved in the social aspect too much. But there's kind of like a guild where you've got a name, you know, a guild name over your above your name. Maybe it means something to you because you like the content, that kind of thing. And it's kind of roaming into narcissistic kind of territory here, but you know what I mean. You know, you might be. It might be something that you would just quite like to have the guild tag name above, even if you don't get involved in grouping or raiding, even if you don't talk in guild chat like ever. You know, it would just be kind of like something that would be quite nice to have above your name. Yeah, just so that you know it's like a channel thing, but no one else may know it's a channel thing, and it's just there because you want to be part of a guild, part of something, whether it's a channel or whatever it may be. But yeah, but the social aspect of the game is not something that you're particularly into. Of course, I mean, again, no rules. That wouldn't mean that people couldn't talk in guild chat or couldn't group or couldn't do some raiding, you know. But yeah, but it's something that I've thought about quite a lot actually. But something that I've never done because I'm just not quite sure how, if anyone would be interested. I think also, slightly from a selfish point of view, I kind of think to myself, what about at some point if I am able to do raids and stuff and I want to get into a guild that raids? I wouldn't want to then just drop the guild, you know, and move on. But yeah, but I mean, the thing is, I mean, I could have multiple characters in the guild, so I guess that doesn't really matter anyway. But yeah, that's something else that I've considered for quite a long time. If you've got any interest in that kind of thing, like give me a shout. As I said, you know, the name, the Silent Companions, kind of maybe gives you some sort of idea of what it's all about. But that obviously wouldn't be to say that you know, guild chat was out or whatever. It would, you know, I'd encourage anything that people wanted to do, really. But I thought it would also just be quite nice for people that you know, was looking to be part of a guild, but it was more than just being part of a guild. You know, it was like a yeah, like a channel focused thing. If you like the channel and the content and stuff. So yeah, that was something else I was going to mention. And yeah, the next topic is more of an actual channel topic rather than Everquest topic. So if you're not interested in that sort of thing, just switch off now and yeah, move on. It's I quite often, and like recently it's happened quite often, I get people saying, are you going to do any more videos for this game? And maybe I could do a separate video for this, but seeing as my Everquest videos get the most views, so I'm assuming the most people watch them, you know, this topic will get the most coverage. I'm not checking these because for some reason, oh, there we go. Maybe I should be checking them. Maybe it's Frederick, I'm not sure. Yeah, Oystin and Westin seem to just drop rusty weapons. So I've just been ignoring them, to be honest with you. Even though they do drop a reasonable amount of gold. Just being lazy. Yeah, but back on topic. I get asked fairly often, and recently I get asked it quite a lot, which is good. It's great. I'm not complaining about it. You know, if someone says you can do any more videos of this game, you know, that's quite humbling because it means that you want to see me do more videos of a game. Yeah, but more recently, people have been saying you can do more videos for Star Citizen, you know, Project Gorgon, Worm Online, particularly, is one that people have kind of asked for. Yeah, so the topic of conversation, well, the topic I'm going to talk about is channel focus. Like yesterday, I kind of had a look back on my video history over the last year or so, and it's very unfocused. It's not focused at all, actually, unless it's focused on like classic MMOs, and you know, or you know, like new classic MMOs as well. And that's not on purpose. The fact that it's not very focused is not on purpose. But I think what seems to happen is I find an emulator or a new classic MMO style game. I install it and play it. Do a few. Some of the games only do a very small amount of videos for, and then it appears as though I drop them. But some of them I do kind of continue to play but don't record. And some of them, you know, if you look back over the video history, you'll see that there are a number of games that, you know, some of them there are more videos get released for. Some of them it's only occasionally. And I also find this a bit of a problem. You know, like the most recent game is Vanguard, and I've actually got 3 videos already to go on that. You know, on that game. I think the problem is, as I'm sure you know, if you play MMOs, is that MMOs are very time consuming, and playing a number of them is ridiculous, really. But the reason that I install something like Vanguard, for example, is so that you know, so that we can see what it's like. You know, is it an accurate representation? Is it still the game that we remember? With regards to Vanguard, it's a game that I never played, so I'm experiencing it for the first time. But something like Vanguard is unlikely to be a long-term. No, that's not quite true. I guess Vanguard would be a long-term project, but what I would do is record a few videos, make some progress, see what the game's like, and then I would kind of continue to do a video every now and again. You know, yeah, just to show the progress, you know, and then if the game finally reaches a finished point, then I would kind of cover it more. But that's not really the way that the videos that I do or the series that I do are structured, and that's probably more to do with communication than anything else. What I probably should say at the start of playing a new emulator or MMO is that I'm going to try this out. We're going to see what it looks like, and then I'll probably put it to one side and we'll return to it at a later date when it's more ready, you know, for general consumption. Or in the case of Worm, you know, Worm was one that I got a lot of feedback on with regards to videos, and it's not like I don't want to play the game or I didn't like the game, but the experience that I was personally looking for from Worm wasn't there. And I know that some people said that, you know, just travel a bit and whatnot and you'll find somewhere. And to be honest with you, I did play the game again offline without recording it, and I sat there with the map for the server that I was playing on, one of the biggest servers, the biggest server, and I was running around. And to be honest with you, you know, again, I'm not saying this is exactly how it is. I know people can get, you know, people get quite defensive about their game, and that's fine. I do the same thing. Yeah, but I have to be completely honest. I couldn't find a spot where it felt like I was going to get the experience I wanted, and that was, maybe it's all on me, I don't know, but that was how it was. You know, even following the map and finding a spot that looked like there was nothing there, you didn't have to travel too far to see a building in the distance or to see a road, you know. And I guess I was kind of looking for more of a, and I guess, to be honest with you, maybe Worm Unlimited would be more suited to what I was looking for. But then I kind of felt that without you don't get that kind of chaotic emergent gameplay if you're just playing on a server on your own, you know. So that's kind of why I didn't play Worm Unlimited essentially. But I do know that Worm Online have got a new server coming out, I think, at some point when they go onto Steam. So that's when I'll play that game. But so getting back to the structure side of things, I think probably part of the reason that things seem, and I know that some of you just watch any video and you enjoy it, and that's fine. But from my own point of view, and I think just from people that are coming here for a certain game, I think going forward, what would probably be more serve the channel better and myself better, really, would be that if I find a new game like Vanguard, is to just focus on it for a week or two with regards to my playtime. So I get to a reasonable level and I experience a reasonable amount of the game, and then I can do like a summing up video saying I've played Vanguard, this is what I think. Unless it's a game that really captures my imagination, you know, I'll be coming back to this game at a later date, but don't expect any more videos in the near future. You know, that's probably the way to do it if I'm going to be playing multiple MMOs. Yeah, it just seems more logical, and I know that means that the MMO that you're here for, you know, will probably be one that, because I'm spreading my time, I may not be making enough progress in an MMO that you want me to make progress in, and I guess that's just, you know, that's just life. I can't do much about that. You know, I haven't really, you know, even though I generally play P99 more than anything else, but I actually like Project Gorgon more than anything else. I don't find myself kind of settling into those games for, like, it's very rare that I'll play a game, any one game, for a week, like every day for a week. You know, yesterday I was playing Vanguard. Today I've decided I want to make a bit of progress in Everquest, you know, so that's how my playtime goes. And some games, some games, if you come here for a particular game, it may fall by the wayside. I mean, Star Citizen, for example, is something that I do want to do more videos on because I really love the game, and it's such a beautiful game. It's a game that lends itself so well to creating content, and I will get back to it, but it's yeah, if you come here for a particular game and there doesn't seem to be much in the way of new content coming, it will do, but I can't guarantee when that will be. So maybe that's what I might do going forward, starting with Vanguard, is to because it only takes a week or two really of concentrated play to get a feel for a game, and if I want to carry on playing it, I can. If it's something I want to return to later on, I can. But what I would quite like is for the Vanguard playlists to be like an actual start and an end, so you can see a start point, and at the end you can see that, oh well, Bob's not going to be playing this game much going forward. Yeah, so you can move on if you want to, or you know that there's a series there, and for now it's like the full series of what I'm going to do. Yeah, and I think that'll be quite good for me as well, because I do get quite frustrated with myself just skipping between games, when what I feel that I should be doing, not just for the channel but for myself as well, is if I play a game and I like it, just concentrate on it for a week or two to get a good idea of what you think of it, and then maybe move on then, rather than playing Vanguard for a day as I did yesterday and now I'm playing something else. It's like I think the problem is Everquest is generally the game that slots in between, because I've got a lot of stuff in the game that I want to do and I want to get it, and I'm sure this is just my miscalculating the time I've got, but like to get to 44 and go and camp, I mean I could go and do it now, but like my target currently is 44 new pet, go and get a guys, and I'm sure I've got plenty of time to do that, but you think, I don't want to miss the chance, even if I don't get one, I don't want to miss getting footage of the camp, doing the camp and stuff, so but I'm sure I've still got plenty of time to do that. Yeah, anyway, that turned out to be a bit of a waffle. I think I'll end the video now, but anyway, yeah, if you've got any interest in like a guildy type thing, give me a shout, and maybe it's something we can get going, if you're that sort of player. Yeah, and also from a focus, yeah, I'd be certainly interested in what you think about the focus of the channel. I'm sure it's a mess, but I'm kind of expecting that. Yeah, but I've kind of got some plans for that, where hopefully things become a bit more structured. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll speak to you again soon.